Hi friends, my name is Ubair, your friend, your assistant from Digit Crafter. If you are building your first website or looking to upgrade your existing hosting, one of the most important decisions that you will make is choosing the right web hosting for your website. Believe me, wrong choice can slow down your website, halt your website SEO, search engine optimization, and even at the end you may waste your money. But don't worry, that's why I am here today. In this video, I am going to guide you through the process, step by step. That is how you can choose the perfect hosting solution that is best for your website. And friends, before I start, please don't forget to subscribe my channel where I publish helpful videos on digital marketing, and also click the bell icon so you can get notifications for my upcoming videos almost every day. Without wasting more time, let's start. Now maybe you already know what is web hosting, but for the beginners, let me explain it within few seconds. Web hosting is like a space or home on internet that we call a server. So the space on server stores data and files for your website, and when someone types your website address in browser, the hosting server that stores your website files sends these files to their browsers, making your website accessible to anyone everywhere. Now you have the information what is web hosting. Next, let me show you how you can choose best hosting provider. So the number one step to choose best hosting provider, you must know purpose and need of your website. And what I mean by purpose, let me explain you it shortly. In fact, every type of website has different requirement of traffic. If you are going to create a blog, this blog may require low to medium type of traffic at the start. But if you are going to start an e-commerce store, that may require medium to high level traffic. But if you are going to start a portfolio website or a small website, that may require low level of traffic at the start. So each type of these websites has different hosting requirement. Now once you have the purpose of your website, you must know about types of web hostings. And let me show you the types of web hostings. So the first type is shared hosting. And what is shared hosting? In shared hosting, your website shared a server with other websites. And if you are going to start a blog or portfolio website, then you can go for shared hosting. And it's the most cost effective solution. It is best for startup blogs, small business websites. But if your website traffic increases in future, you may need to upgrade your hosting. But don't worry, at the end of this video, I shall also explain you about some of best hosting providers. So in shared hosting, one of the biggest disadvantages is that it can lead to slower performance. If other sites are using too much bandwidth, then your website may slow down. And also in shared hosting, you have limited access to server settings. And what are the examples of best shared hosting providers? There are so many, but I would suggest you to go with Namecheap, Hostinger or GoDaddy. These are the best shared hosting providers. They also provide other types of hosting, but if you are just starting out, you can use any one of them. And now the next type of hosting is VPS. And this VPS hosting is best for large websites and e-commerce stores. If you are going to start an online store or e-commerce, you should go for VPS hosting. Why VPS hosting? If you are going to launch a custom website or you downloaded a script from Code Canyon, that script, that custom website may require some additional settings, and you can customize these settings only if you have root access. And in this VPS hosting, you get root access to your server so that you can customize other settings, and it's a little bit expensive from shared hosting. For example, if we check for Hostinger, you can see that Hostinger shared hosting is available for $2.99 per month, and this price may increase after 3 months. But in case of VPS hosting, for example, Contabo and Cloudways, these are two best VPS providers. If you go to Cloudways website and if you go to their pricing page, you can see that they provide VPS hosting only for $11 per month, and this price is for DigitalOcean server. But other than DigitalOcean, Cloudways also provide you managed hosting from other big hosting companies such as Vultr, Linode, AWS and Google Cloud. They also provide dedicated and cloud hosting that I am going to explain you next. So this Cloudways hosting is for non-techies who don't have experience about web hostings. If you don't have knowledge about hosting or server settings, you can go for Cloudways. And another VPS hosting provider is Contabo. And Contabo is cheaper than Cloudways. If you go to their website, you can see they provide you VPS hosting server only for $5.5 per month. And why Contabo is cheaper than Cloudways? The reason is Contabo is for skilled users. If you have experience about server settings, then you can go for Contabo. If you need more help to configure Cloudways or Contabo, you can go to my blog digitcrafter.com. And here at Digitcrafter, click on search and then search for Contabo. You will find different articles about Contabo, such as how to install WordPress on Contabo VPS hosting, Contabo review, and just like this one, you can also search for Cloudways. For Cloudways, you can also find different articles. For example, how to migrate WordPress to Cloudways, Cloudways review, Cloudways versus SiteGround, and also I have so many articles about web hosting and domains. For your convenience, I have also developed a separate page for the hosting. If you click on Get Hosting, here at this page, I have listed down best hosting providers according to your website needs. So it's easier for you to pick hosting according to your needs. But my friends, if you still need any assistance, don't hesitate or forget to ask questions. I am available to help you. Now, next type of hosting is dedicated hosting. In dedicated hosting, you have full server access and a dedicated IP to your server. And this dedicated hosting is for large websites, large scale projects, or for live streaming websites. And what are the pros and cons of dedicated hosting? In dedicated hosting, you have complete control over the server's resources and settings, as I told you. And what are the cons or disadvantages? Dedicated hosting is the most expensive option, and you also need technical expertise. Managing a dedicated server requires more technical knowledge or hiring an administrator. And friends, next type is cloud hosting. And what is cloud hosting? In cloud hosting, you have options for different servers. In fact, you are assigned a server. For some reason, if that server goes down, other servers can pick up load of your website. So in this way, your website never goes down. So cloud hosting prices may vary on usage and resources. Next type is managed WordPress hosting. If you are going to start a WordPress website, in this type of hosting, you get more resources for your WordPress website. For example, you get a specialized support for WordPress issues. And this managed WordPress hosting can cost you more than shared hosting. There is not a lot of difference. And the last one is reseller hosting. If you need to enter in a hosting business, you can buy and sell hostings. And friends, these were the types of web hosting. Next thing is, if you are going to buy a hosting, you need to have information about their technologies. So the very first step is you need to have information about their server infrastructure. Either they have physical or virtual servers. Moreover, check for their server locations that we call data centers. For example, if you are from India and you want to launch your website within India, you need to choose a web hosting company that has data center in India. And the second type of technology is either they are providing Linux hosting or Windows hosting. But majority of hosting companies provide Linux hosting and it's a best choice. And this software server does not matter. But if you are migrating from one to another website, then this is very important, because if you have a different server that you are migrating to, then you may face difficulties when migrating your website. Now the next technology type is scripting and database support. You need to check if they are providing scripting and database support for all of these types. Now next type is security features, and it's also very important. So be sure when you are going to get hosting, be sure that they are providing SSL certificates, and also they provide you DDoS protection with firewall and malware scanning. And the last part of technology is speed and performance. You need to check if they provide CDN service. If they provide, it's best. But some companies provide CDN as a add-on, so they will charge you separately for CDN service. Next, you need to check the type of storage they are providing. Either it is SSD or NVMe. SSD and NVMe technology are more faster and better than regular storage. And friends, for your understanding and to create a benchmark to choose a web hosting provider, I shall also place link of a checklist in my video description. That will make easier for you to choose a hosting provider. Don't forget to get this checklist. So my friend, if you ask me what hosting provider you should choose, I showed you a few companies like Namecheap, GoDaddy, Hostinger. If you are starting your blog website, portfolio or small business website, then just go for shared hosting, and you can get shared hosting from any company like Namecheap, Hostinger or GoDaddy. But keep in mind that if in future you need to upgrade your web hosting, for example, if you want to move for VPS hosting, then make sure that the company from where you are getting shared hosting also provide VPS hosting. For example, if you go to Namecheap website, go to hosting section, you will see that they are providing all types of hosting: shared hosting, WordPress hosting, reseller hosting, VPS, dedicated. And if you are going for shared hosting, Namecheap is one of the cheapest shared hosting provider, and you can see they provide shared hosting only for $1.99 per month. Whereas if you go for Hostinger, they provide you $2.99 per month for shared hosting. So in my experience, if you want to go for shared hosting, check out Namecheap. Otherwise, you can go for Hostinger or GoDaddy. Another important tip is when you are going to buy hosting for the first time, many hosting companies provide you a free domain with hosting package. For example, if you get hosting from Namecheap, they provide you a free domain name with the hosting package. So getting this domain name free of cost with your hosting package may save you a few dollars. And also some hosting providers provide you free site migration, and these factors can save you money and hassle in long run. And friends, after watching this video, I hope you will be in a position to choose best hosting provider for your website. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button on this video. That will help me to make more videos on digital marketing. And by the way, if you want me to make video on any topic, just share your interest in the comment section below. I shall try my best to publish the video on your interest. See you in next video. Take care. Bye.